She had to find a way to convince Ethan tomorrow to marry her, but she knew it wouldn't be easy. Susan's eyes darted towards Sophia, who was scanning the crowd after exchanging rings with Jacob. Her eyes landed on Ethan talking to Susan. Sophia came walking in their direction after ignoring a guest who wanted to congratulate her. Panicking, she told Ethan, "I will see you tomorrow, Ethan, but please keep this conversation related to our marriage contract between us." She exited the party hall and walked towards the garden to breathe. Ethan nodded courteously, and she rushed away as Sophia arrived. Sophia had already seen her speaking to Ethan and was wondering what it was about. Susan leaned against a tree, far from the party, her mind racing. "Good thing she saw me," she muttered to herself. Karma is real. She knew Sophia would be furious if she found out about her conversation with Ethan. Susan just hoped Sophia hadn't overheard anything about the contract. The next morning, Susan was full of anticipation as she got ready to meet Ethan. Suddenly, her eyes fell on the many documents her father had prepared for her after she came back from her business meeting in Paris. She didn't feel the urge to open them until now. A sudden wave of curiosity hit her, and she quickly opened one. Inside were documents like voting proxies for her company shares. "Why would my father prepare such documents for me to sign?" she muttered, confused. With growing unease, she ripped open the remaining packages, only to find documents she never could have imagined, not even in her darkest dreams. An agreement that strips her of all assets, contracts giving Sophia power of attorney over her affairs, and papers removing her from her father's company board. Perhaps this was their plan after Grandpa died. She whispered to herself. Her father was hinting at his perversions, making her sign these documents without offering an explanation. Till now, I was blindly signing the documents offered by him, thinking that he was only building a safe nest for me. She gulped down the sorrow. He's planning to hurt me, rip me off my powers in the company. All for Sophia? She sighed deeply. I must get a marriage contract with Ethan done soon. He is my only way out of this impending misery. Once they signed the marriage contract, Susan would automatically gain the power to compete with Drew Corporation head-on and take revenge. She couldn't wait for her life to change. Just then, someone knocked on the door. She went to open the door. "Good morning, sister," Sophia said without waiting for permission from her sister. She appeared from the sidelines and hit the door hard on her face. "Did you have fun last night, Susan?" she questioned. The pain trickled up Susan's neck to her head when she was hit by the door. Sophia continued, furious. "Tell me, what did you discuss with Ethan last night?" she demanded. "Nothing, Sophia," Susan replied. "He just wanted to know if he could smoke in the garden." "You are lying," Sophia accused. "You spent a long time with him to answer one query." Susan thought of an excuse. "Ethan told me last night that he wanted to marry you. Nothing more. He was dreaming of marrying you." Relief washed over Sophia. She said with pride, "Of course he would want to marry me." She was sure. Nobody can resist my charms. With a sly smile on her face, she muttered under her breath, "Not even my fiancé." Susan looked up with anger in her eyes. She wanted to tell Sophia that she had caught her and her fiancé in a wild, dirty makeout session last night. But she knew that would only make Sophia furious. And Susan only wanted to leave immediately without dragging the conversation out and meet Ethan at his home. While Susan struggled to free herself and flee from her house, Ethan sat patiently at the restaurant where they were supposed to meet. He had booked a private room in the restaurant and waited for Susan to enter. Felix, his secretary, entered. "Sir, your drink is here." Ethan turned. "Should I place an order for your guests?" Felix asked. "I'm honestly not sure. I hope a woman won't turn down my invitation," Ethan said anxiously. "A woman visiting?" Felix said, surprised. Ethan frowned. "Not any random woman. She might become my wife." "What?" Felix said, surprised. Ethan stared at him unamused. "Why are you acting like it's such a surprise I would get a wife?" Felix recollected himself. "Your exact words when your grandfather suggested you marry were, 'I am never getting married. I would rather jump from the roof and die.' Maybe I misinterpreted those words. I apologize. Felix, I am not interested in marriage, but the woman I met last night was intriguing. A perfect way to my grandfather and ward off some people from around me." "I do not understand," Felix said. It will be self-explanatory if she arrives today. Check at the entrance if a Drew steps in, bring her to me. Ethan added. Drew? Please tell me it's not Sophia. Felix asked softly. No, the other daughter. Sophia Drew is the elder one, Ethan said. Thank goodness. Felix sighed in relief. You are aware of the rumors concerning Susan, right? Ethan asked. Anyone is better than Sophia in my book. If Sophia were to become your wife, I would jump out of the window and die. Ethan chuckled on hearing this. Felix added, I have never seen her approach men except for business pursuits. I am not so sure she will arrive for such an arrangement. Felix, Ethan said coldly, start preparing to bankrupt the Drew Corporation. If that woman doesn't show up, I want them to bleed in the market. Felix replied calmly, I'll deploy our finance team to California. They won't even see it coming. But over the Drews' mansion, Susan was struggling to free herself from Sophia's accusations. Sophia, I have to leave. Move. Susan couldn't keep the frustration out of her voice. That's when Susan was saved by someone who she never expected to come to her rescue. It was her father, Noah Drew. Sophia, Noah exclaimed. Let her go. But father, Sophia trailed off, realizing there was no use in denying what he saw. She spoke to Ethan last night. Noah was taken by surprise. He looked at Susan. He ordered Sophia, I will take care of it. Leave. Sophia stomped her feet and left, leaving Susan in the hands of her father, but relieved.
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.